Since the dawn of the jet age, control of the skies has been paramount to victory in war. The introduction of jet engines revolutionized air combat, providing unprecedented speed and maneuverability. These early jets, though primitive by today's standards, laid the groundwork for the sophisticated aircraft we see in modern air forces. Air superiority can dictate the tempo of operations. It allows for the rapid deployment of forces, the ability to strike deep into enemy territory, and the protection of ground troops from aerial attacks. The ability to control the airspace above a battlefield can mean the difference between victory and defeat. It can cripple enemy defenses. By targeting key infrastructure, supply lines, and communication networks, air superiority can disrupt the enemy's ability to coordinate and sustain their operations. Precision strikes from the air can neutralize threats before they even reach the front lines. It can turn the tide of battle. In the heat of combat, the ability to call in air support can provide a critical advantage. Dogfights between fighter jets, though less common in modern warfare, still represent the pinnacle of aerial combat skill and technology. The United States and Russia, locked in a geopolitical dance for decades, understand this implicitly. Both nations have a long history of investing in their air forces, developing cutting-edge technology to maintain their edge in the skies. The F-22 Raptor and the Su-27 are just two examples of the advanced fighter jets that symbolize this ongoing rivalry. Both nations have invested heavily in their military aviation capabilities, fielding some of the most advanced fighter jets and bombers the world has ever seen. These aircraft are the result of decades of research and development, incorporating the latest in stealth technology, avionics, and weaponry. Maintaining these powerful air forces comes at a cost. Accidents happen, jets malfunction, pilots make mistakes. The high-speed, high-stakes nature of military aviation means that even the smallest error can lead to catastrophic outcomes. The loss of a single jet can have significant strategic and political implications. And in the high-stakes game of military aviation, even the smallest error can have devastating consequences. A malfunctioning jet engine, a miscalculated maneuver, or a momentary lapse in judgment can result in the loss of an aircraft and its pilot, as well as potential collateral damage on the ground. When these accidents involve the US and Russia, the stakes are even higher. Each incident is scrutinized not only for its immediate impact, but also for its broader geopolitical implications. A crash can be seen as a sign of weakness or a provocation, potentially escalating tensions between the two nations. The potential for escalation, for misunderstanding to spiral into conflict, is a constant threat. In the high-pressure environment of military aviation, where split-second decisions can have far-reaching consequences, the risk of miscalculation is ever present. A single incident can trigger a chain reaction, leading to a broader conflict. This essay examines the history of US and Russian military jet crashes, exploring the causes, the consequences, and the implications for both nations. By analyzing past incidents, we can gain insights into the challenges and risks associated with maintaining air superiority in a complex and volatile world. From the skies over Europe during the Cold War to the tense airspace over Syria today, these incidents offer a glimpse into the fragility of peace in a world armed with increasingly sophisticated weapons. Each encounter serves as a reminder of the thin line between peace and conflict, and the importance of careful diplomacy and communication. Understanding these events is crucial for understanding the dynamics of the US-Russia relationship and the precarious balance of power that defines our world. As both nations continue to develop their military capabilities, the need for dialogue and cooperation becomes ever more critical to prevent misunderstandings and maintain stability in an increasingly interconnected global landscape. The Cold War may be over, but the skies remain a stage for tense encounters between US and Russian military aircraft. These encounters are not just relics of a bygone era. They are very much a part of the current geopolitical landscape. The skies over international waters and contested regions are often the backdrop for these high-stakes interactions. Throughout history, there have been numerous near misses, interceptions, and incidents that have brought the two superpowers to the brink. These aerial confrontations are a stark reminder of the fragile peace that exists between the two nations. Each encounter carries with it the weight of history and the potential for escalation. These encounters, often shrouded in secrecy, highlight the constant risk of miscalculation and the ever-present potential for conflict. Pilots operating at high speeds and under immense pressure must make split-second decisions that could have far-reaching consequences. The thin line between a routine interception and a full-blown international incident is often razor-thin. One such incident occurred in 1960, when an American U-2 spy plane piloted by Francis Gary Powers was shot down over Soviet airspace. This event was not just a military confrontation, but a significant political scandal. The downing of the U-2 exposed the extent of U.S. surveillance operations and led to a dramatic escalation in Cold War tensions. The incident, a major embarrassment for the U.S., heightened Cold War tensions and had a chilling effect on U.S.-Soviet relations. It underscored the lengths to which both nations would go to gather intelligence and maintain an upper hand. The fallout from the U-2 incident reverberated through diplomatic channels and military strategies for years to come. In the decades since, there have been countless other close calls. Each new generation of pilots and aircraft brings with it new challenges and risks. The technology may have advanced, but the fundamental dangers of these encounters remain unchanged. The skies are still a place where national pride and military might are on full display. Russian jets have buzzed U.S. warships in the Black Sea. These provocative maneuvers are designed to test the resolve and readiness of the U.S. military. They serve as a reminder that the Black Sea remains a strategically important and highly contested region. American fighters have intercepted Russian bombers near Alaskan airspace. These interceptions are not just about protecting U.S. airspace, they are also about sending a clear message to Russia. The Arctic region, with its vast resources and strategic importance, is another arena where U.S. and Russian interests collide. These incidents, while often dismissed as isolated events, underscore the inherent dangers of operating powerful military aircraft in close proximity. Each encounter is a high-stakes game of cat and mouse where the slightest misstep could lead to disaster. The bravery and skill of the pilots involved are matched only by the ever-present risk of escalation. The skies remain a frontier where the balance of power is constantly tested and redefined. While near misses are unnerving, actual collisions between U.S. and Russian military jets are mercifully rare. These near misses often occur during routine patrols or training exercises where the pilots are highly skilled and trained to avoid such incidents. However, when they do occur, the consequences can be catastrophic. The impact of such collisions extends beyond the immediate loss of life and equipment, often leading to heightened tensions and political fallout between the involved nations. One such incident took place in 1960, when an American C-130 reconnaissance plane was shot down over Soviet Armenia, killing all 17 crew members. This tragic event not only resulted in the loss of lives, but also escalated the Cold War tensions between the United States and the Soviet Union. The Soviets claimed the plane had violated their airspace, while the U.S. maintained it was on a routine mission. This conflicting narrative further complicated the already strained relations between the two superpowers, leading to a series of diplomatic exchanges and military posturing. More recently, in 2015, a Turkish F-16 fighter jet shot down a Russian Su-24 bomber near the Syrian-Turkish border. This incident was a stark reminder of how quickly regional conflicts can escalate into international crises. Turkey claimed the Russian jet had violated its airspace, while Russia insisted it was operating within Syrian territory. The differing accounts of the incident led to a flurry of accusations and counter-accusations, with both sides refusing to back down. The incident, which resulted in the death of one Russian pilot, sparked a diplomatic crisis between Russia and Turkey. The fallout from this event included economic sanctions, military posturing, and a significant strain on bilateral relations. These incidents, though separated by decades, highlight the complexities of modern warfare and the ever-present risk of unintended escalation. The rapid advancements in military technology and the increasing number of actors in conflict zones make the situation even more precarious. Misidentification, miscommunication, or a simple miscalculation can have deadly consequences, potentially drawing major powers into conflict. The importance of clear communication and strict adherence to protocols cannot be overstated in such high-stakes environments. Efforts to prevent such incidents include international peace talks, military de-escalation strategies, and continuous dialogue between global leaders. These measures aim to build trust and reduce the likelihood of misunderstandings that could lead to conflict. Historical agreements and treaties have played a crucial role in maintaining peace and stability. The lessons learned from past incidents continue to inform current policies and strategies, emphasizing the need for vigilance and cooperation. Joint military exercises and training programs are also essential in fostering cooperation and understanding among different nations' armed forces. These initiatives help build mutual respect and ensure that all parties are prepared to handle potential conflicts responsibly. The integration of advanced technology such as drone surveillance and satellite communication systems has further enhanced the ability to monitor and manage military operations. These tools provide real-time data and improve decision-making processes, reducing the risk of accidental engagements. Global military alliances and organizations such as NATO and the United Nations play a pivotal role in maintaining international security. Their efforts in conflict resolution and peacekeeping are vital in preventing the escalation of military incidents. Ultimately, the responsibility lies with military personnel and leaders to ensure that strategic planning and crisis management are conducted with the utmost care. By learning from past incidents and continuously improving protocols, the goal is to minimize the risk of future conflicts and maintain global peace. Section 4. American Eagles. A look at U.S. military aviation technology. The United States boasts the most technologically advanced air force in the world, with a fleet of fighter jets, bombers, and surveillance aircraft unmatched in their capabilities. The F-22 Raptor, for example, is a fifth-generation stealth fighter renowned for its speed, maneuverability, and advanced avionics. The B-2 Spirit, a stealth bomber capable of delivering both conventional and nuclear payloads, is another example of American military might. Beyond individual aircraft, the U.S. military also possesses a sophisticated network of satellites, radar systems, and command and control centers that provide its pilots with unparalleled situational awareness. This technological edge, coupled with rigorous training and a doctrine that emphasizes air superiority, makes the U.S. Air Force a formidable force. Section 5. Russian Bears. A look at Russian military aviation technology. While Russia's military aviation industry lagged behind the West after the collapse of the Soviet Union, it has made significant strides in recent years. Russia has invested heavily in modernizing its air force, developing advanced fighter jets like the Su-35 and the Su-57, both of which are designed to counter American air superiority. Russia's military doctrine places a strong emphasis on electronic warfare and air defense systems, aiming to deny adversary aircraft access to its airspace. The S-400 missile system, for example, is considered one of the most advanced air defense systems in the world, capable of engaging multiple targets at long range.